Hello everyone and welcome to Molehill Mountain, episode 299. I'm your host, Andrew Eisen. How are you? Cool, I hope. Like, personality and temperature-wise. It is not cool where I am. It is in fact disgustingly hot. It's no fun here in my room, in my apartment. Exercising is no fun. Being awake is no fun. I'm sticky and gross, and my underwear is permanently stuck to my butt. Every time I get up out of my chair, I gotta grab my underwear and get it unstuck from my butt. It's no fun. Yawning is fitting for a podcast about beds, I suppose. Chicago says it's 95 and extremely humid today. Well, humidity's probably not very high, but it is hot, especially in here. Maybe I should go outside for a walk or something. But, man, it is really difficult to exercise when it is just this unpleasant. It's about all I can do to watch movies. And I've watched a couple of movies this week, and I've been kind of meh on all of them, and I'm wondering if it's the movies or if it's just hard for me to enjoy anything right now. So let's talk about some stuff. As many of you know, I recently got a new job, so yay me. And one of the side effects of quitting my previous employment and starting anew was that all of the paid time off that I had stocked up got paid out to me in one lump sum. Well, after the government took a big chunk out of it to help pave roads and stuff. But I ended up with because I had like 180 hours stocked up. I had about $3,300 and some dollars, which, hey, not often I have a couple extra thou just laying around. So, I decided to buy stuff that I need, stuff that I've needed. And, I decided my big purchase was going to be a bed. Because I need a new bed. I've been sleeping on the same bed for many a year now. But that's a story we will get to in a moment. I did want to share something fun with you all. Weeks back I told you that all of the washing machines, all of them in the entire apartment complex had broken. Well, what am I going to do? Go to a laundromat? That's an option. Buy all new clothing? That's wasteful, but sure. Go naked? Well, I'm very shy. Although I do work from home, so as long as I stay off camera, it should be okay. But I went for option D. I'm not sure where we are. I washed my clothing in my bathtub. Because what is a bathtub but just a giant washing machine? So I filled the tub with water and put laundry detergent in there and just stirred the crap out of it. And drained it and refilled it and did that a couple of times. And washed all the suds out and wringed out all the clothing one by one so that I could put it in the dryer. And it still took... because the dryers still work, you see. And it took 2 dryer cycles to actually, as much as I wringed out the water, it still took 2 dryer cycles to get them dry. Well, a couple of the washing machines have since been fixed. So, yay. And the landlord was nice enough to give me about $3 in quarters. So that was appreciated. Show and tell, Jared. Yes, I've got lots to show and tell. That's what this podcast is going to be. I'm going to show you all the stuff I bought. Oh yeah, I'm just flashing my cash and bragging. That's what we're doing today. Hey, Cafe Fox. So, I also told y'all about an accident that happened across the street. So, thought I'd show you a picture of that. You can see the car is gone. The car that crashed has since been towed away. But you can see that it has, it jumped up onto the curb, across the lawn, through a fence, and then was kind of leaning upright against the bed of this truck there. Enhance! So, yeah, not sure how that happened, but that sucks, especially for the person who owns that truck. The person driving, so far as I know, is fine. So, at least there's that. So, at my old job, quality assurance, testing hardware and software and make sure it's working properly. My old job required me to have a lot of hardware on hand. I could get a washboard for emergency washing. I mean, if this was going to be a thing, considering how much I pay for rent, I shouldn't have to be washing my clothes in the tub. For the last 2 years since I've been working at home, I had to move my entire cubicle. And I had an extended cubicle because I had a lot of stuff. All the laptops, all the chargers and wires and terminals and tablets and access points and all kinds of crap. It's been littering my home for 2.5 years. Well, I packed that stuff up because I got a new job. And here's a pick. I'm starting to pack it up. You can see some stuff sitting in boxes, but this has been my room for quite a while. It's actually a little bit cleaner now because I started packing stuff up. You can see the boxes, but it gives you a sense of how much crap I had, and it was a lot, but I finally packed it all up and got it out, and by golly gumfrey, look, it's a floor. And now, this is my workstation for my current job. Look at that. I've got a laptop, 2 monitors, a little camera, keyboard and mouse. That's all I need. You're right. This is not a cubicle. This is my living room. But when I worked in the office, I was in a cubicle, an extended cubicle, because I needed the space, to just line up a bunch of stuff and and test things. But all my testing now at my new job is application testing, so I don't have any actual hardware to test. So everything I need to test is done remotely. So I'm not testing any terminals or tablets or access points or any of that. It's all software, so that's nice. So one of the benefits of my new job is preferred pricing at a particular insurance company with probably the worst name of any insurance company I've heard, California Casualty. Not a great name for an insurance company, if you ask me. There's Mercury Insurance, sure. Farmers Insurance, yeah. State Farm, a lot of farms. There's Geico Insurance, and then there's California Casualty. that doesn't give me warm and fuzzy feelings, not at all. But but it was cheaper. So name be damned, I switched over to starting yesterday. My apartment and car is covered by California Casualty, and surprisingly, canceling my previous insurance took less than 3 minutes. I was really concerned when I went to the website and there's literally, unless I missed it, no option to cancel. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. So I called. I'm like, hi, I'm switching insurance providers, so I need to cancel my current policies. I'm like, okay, great. All I need from you is the date the policies stop, and then you're going to e-sign this form, and we're done. And that was it. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I just saved like $450 in car and home insurance per year, so that's cool. If only moving my phone to a new carrier was as easy. 'Twas not. I have not had my own phone in a decade and a half because my work provided a phone, starting with a BlackBerry and then an iPhone, up to the iPhone 8 that I have now. Well, my work did not want the iPhone 8 back. I don't know why. It works just fine. And I said, well, can I keep the phone and the number, the line? And they said, sure. So there was a process to transfer the Verizon business account to me so that I could take it over and then move it to a new carrier. Now, Verizon, who sucks as a company, by the way, I also is a lot more money. I would have had to pay like $80 a month for phone service, and I didn't want to. I found it was a lot cheaper to bundle it in with my internet provider. So that's what I told them I wanted to do. I said, okay, I'm taking over this line from my other business, then I'm going to move it under a new provider. And they said, okay, it is done. I said, great. So I went over to a Spectrum store and said, I want to start a mobile account. And they said, cool. Typity, typity, typity. Oh, golly gumfrey. Look at that. But your account has not been released, so we can't do anything yet. Do. Hi, Verizon. I thought you said you unlocked my account. Oh, we did, but we need someone from your old work to call us and verbally confirm that the account can be released so that it can be moved to a new carrier. Okay. So I went home and I emailed our Verizon dude at my previous employer, and turns out our Verizon dude went on vacation that week. Great. So he returned, and he forwards me an email saying, Verizon told me to tell you that you need to do this. And I look at the link in the email, and I click on the link, and it's telling me to set up my own account. I'm like, So I looked at the process, and what it appeared to be was setting up a billing cycle. I'm like, I don't want to. They don't need my credit card information because I'm not giving them any money. I'm taking the line somewhere else. So I called Verizon again, and at this point, this was the 4th time I had called them. And they said, "Oh, okay, let me do that for you." "Okay, all done." So you didn't need me to click the link in the email, which you didn't send to me, to sign up for a service. You didn't actually need our Verizon guy at my old job to call you and verbally approve this. You just lied to me repeatedly and wasted my time. Well, it's not like I have to deal with you again, so thanks. So, pop the new SIM card in my phone, and now I am under my cable, my internet provider, and significantly cheaper than $80 a month, because I'm going with the pay by the gig plan, which is 14 months or $14 per gig per month. So if I keep it under a gig, that's only $14. I'd have to use more than I mean, the unlimited is 45, so I'd have to use over 3 gigs to for it to reach that. I've had this service for like a week now. I've talked to people on the phone, I've texted with pictures, nothing dirty. And I've even used my map thing to navigate me somewhere I needed to go. So far, after 5 days or so, I have used 0.01 gigs. So, I think I'll be fine. I don't play games on my phone, and I don't watch movies on my phone. I don't FaceTime on my phone. So I'm feeling pretty confident that I can keep it under a gig each month. And yes, it's a new expense. It's an extra $14 that I wasn't paying before, but I'm making a bit more money than I was before, and again, just saved $450 in car insurance, so it evens out. But Verizon can go jump in a lake, both because it's a bad company that does bad things, and its service is not very good either. So, of course, you could probably find comparable ethical and service problems with any major provider if you cared to look. But most of us need a phone, so what are you going to do? Did I decide on getting a pet? Asks Chicago. You can get a cat. During virtual meetings, you can slowly stroke the cat and laugh evilly. Well, so far as I know, unless the policy has changed, pets aren't allowed in my apartment complex, so no, still not getting a cat at this point, but we'll see what the future has. Jared says, I had 2 hours to do this, spent 2 hours doing that. Jared says, what do you get for 80 month for Verizon? Unlimited data. Same thing you get for $45 a month with my internet provider. They're just charging a lot. Oh, but I think you get like multiple lines. I live alone. I've only got one device. I don't need multiple lines. I mean, if you were a large family, okay, that might be useful, but no, I'm just one person. I only need one line. So, Jared says I pay $50 for mine at Verizon. It's possible that the site that was linked was the business rates, although I would expect them to be lower. So I don't know, but the cheapest plan using the link that was sent to our Verizon guy to send to me instead of being sent to me was $80, which I didn't want to pay that much. Like I just forego a phone and use VoIP. You know? It's like, no, you can't call me anymore. You gotta Zoom me or Teams or something. Not doing that. Chicago says, I'm sure you know, keep your phone set up to your Wi-Fi so it uses less data. Yeah, it's it uses my Wi-Fi. Yeah. But in 5 days I've used 1/100th of a gig, so I think I'll be fine. So throughout my professional career at the office, anytime I needed to print or scan something, I used one of the office copy machines because it was there. For the past 2.5 years, I've been working at home, and on the off occasion that I need to print or scan something, I just drove into the office and used the printer, one of them, because they're there. Well, I can't do that anymore because I had to turn in my card key. I can't get in the building anymore. So, again, as mentioned, I had a little bit of a windfall because, well, it's not really a windfall, it is my money, but I got about $3,300 from my PTO being paid out to me. So I decided to use that, in part, to buy a new printer. Printer scanner combo thing. And that I can't show off because it hasn't arrived yet. It should arrive Monday or Tuesday. But I've already had to scan, print and sign and scan stuff. And I went to the library, which is 15 cents per sheet. Now, having my own printer scanner is probably never going to pay off. You know what? I forgot to buy paper. I'll have to remedy that. I bought the printer. I did, unless it comes with paper. I don't think it does, but I bet if I buy a ream of paper, that will last me the rest of my life. I will probably not print enough stuff for the rest of my life to justify the $100 I spent on this thing. But the reason I got this scanner, copier, printer thing over any other is because it has the smallest footprint. Because I decided it should go on my bookshelf in my bedroom, and that sucker's only 10 inches wide. And most of these things are like 17 to 19 inches deep. So this one's 11. So it's going to hang off by about an inch. And my bookcase isn't flush against the wall, so I can, have it balanced. But that's going to be nice. Anytime someone's like, hey, here's a new I-9 form or whatever, we need you to print it, sign it, and give it back to us. Now I don't have to go to the library. Which has the single most cumbersome system I have ever seen for anything ever. So, you go to the library, and as long as there's an open computer, you can go into the computer lab, you sit at a computer, and you have to type in the 32, it's not that long, but it's like 16 or 20 digit number on your library card, which I hope you have good eyes, because this is the library card. And there it is, really long number on the back. I mean, I can read it, but good gracious. So you have to type that sucker in to log on to the computer. And then sent a print request to the printer. But it's not that simple, no. You have to pay for the print request. So there's a little machine next to the printer where you have to scan your library card and then put your coinage or bills in to load up your library card with printer money, right? Then you need to take the paper receipt that prints out with the barcode on it and scan that using the little scanner that's bolted to the printer. And then it will service the print request that you queued up like 5 minutes earlier. It's so it's a convenience thing. It's I'm not really going to save myself any money over the decades, but it'll be nice to have. Jared says in 5 days I use like 3 to 7 gigs. Wow. Yeah, there's also inkwells. I doubt I'll ever print anything in color. So I will print so infrequently, like the inkwell will probably be dry and solid, and I'll have to buy a new inkwell every single time I want to print something, but we'll see how it goes. Colin Static, hello, says, hey Andrew, just transitioned to the stream after snoozing through a boring part of the Adult Swim Festival live stream. Well, I hope you find this entertaining. If not, maybe my low, monotonous voice will lull you back to sleep. Chicago says scan the library card and keep a copy of it on your phone. I mean, yeah, you can do that. It's still just a multi-step process that's a pain in the butt just to use the damn scanner. Copy scanner. What I really would have liked to do is just put a thumb drive in the USB port that's on the printer scanner and just print a file off my drive. Then sign it and scan it back to my drive and go home. Didn't really want to log into a PC and send a print request to the computer and then load up a card and buy. Oh, it's a pain in the butt. Especially if you have no idea what the procedure is and you're learning it on the go, and I kept having to bug the nice library person. My voice is actually easygoing, glad to hear it. So got that done. So printer, so that's $100. I have an office chair mat, which is kind of a plexi acrylic kind of thing, and it is broken. See? So I bought a new one of those. Can't show it off because it has not been delivered yet. Should be here tomorrow. On Sunday. I don't know. That's just how the cookie crumbles in this case. So that was some monies. I'm getting a more of a rubbery one rather than the hard acrylic or whatever this is. So it's not going to break. Why did I buy this one? It's a lot cheaper. So, but I mean, the one I got is like $60, $70. It's not terribly expensive, and you know, again, I had some money from my PTO, so I could afford to get a decent mat for my office chair. Now we get into I also bought here's the kind of person I am. When I buy socks and underwear and t-shirts, I buy all of them all at once. So when I buy new underwear, I am buying, like, depending on how many underwears are in a package, I'm buying 2 or 3 packages of underwear, throwing away all the current underwear and completely replacing it all. Same with socks, same with t-shirts. So I don't just, this one shirt is looking a little bit ratty, or the elastic in this pair of socks, or this sock has a hole in it. No. Nope, I just replace them all at once. Considering everything is just black pants, black shirt, black everything, it's really easy to do that. It's like, alright, all the underwear, all the socks, gone. So I bought all new socks and underwear. So, yay. In fact, I'm wearing new underwear right now. No, you can't see. But they're black. Surprise! And they're boxer briefs, if you were wondering about that. And they are stuck to my buns because it is hot and sticky. I don't like it. What else did I buy? I bought another bottle of shampoo. It's not very exciting, but I did. Oh, I got all my underwear. So my underwear's been replaced, but the socks won't arrive until late next week. I don't know. Again, 'tis how the shipping cookie crumbled. So now we get into the more exciting purchase. I bought a vacuum, and I got rid of my upright Bissell because it stopped sucking. And I bought a vacuum that really sucks. No, I never tire of this stupid joke. So I got a stick vacuum, which is pretty cool and stupid expensive. But again, I had the money to buy it, so actually got a decent deal. Normally retails around like $450. I got it for $300. And some fun accessories, and it's you can see there it is, and it sucks nice, and it's actually long enough where I don't have to like lean over to do stuff. Also, it's modular, so you can take this sucker apart, and now you've got kind of a dust buster, and you can go max. So, and it's pretty easy to dump. You just pull here and it dumps. So neat. I've got a whole variety of accessories down here. Alright. I've got the stick thing, which is, or the corner thing, which is real nice because you can put this on the end and you can just stand up and walk around and do your baseboards. That's great. Right? Because before, with my upright, I had this attachment that I put on the end of the hose, but now I just walk around, doobie-doo, doing the baseboards, right? Super easy. Got a smaller one for like upholstery. Got a little soft brush thing that you can use for, I think this is for the car. The harder bristle one for if anything's really stuck. We've got this one, which is like for blinds and stuff. Don't need the brushes. You can just do that and get the bristles out of the way, and just, if you spill a bunch of, I don't know, cereal on a countertop or something. And it's got a hose. This is for this way. Yeah. This is for a car. So you can, in case you need to get into a tight corner that this can't fit in, you can just whoop, just kind of do, get in there. So that's fun. So that's the Dyson V8 model, and believe me, I could have spent a lot more than $300 on a vacuum, because they're up to, I think, like the V12 or V15, and that sucker's up near $900. It's the one that shoots lasers at dust and stuff. It's weird. So I've used it, and I think it's going to work nicely for me. It has a charger, so you mount this on your wall. So you mount this on your wall, and you go doop, and it charges, right? Of course, there needs to be a wire coming out of this or it's not going to do anything. So where I wanted to put it was here. This is my pantry in my kitchen where I kept the upright. So I was thinking, just screw it to the back of the wall there, and then just drill a hole in the wall to the left and feed the cable out through the hole behind the microwave, and then plug it into that panel that you can just barely see behind the microwave. Here's the problem, though. I don't have an electric drill, so boring a hole through 1/2 inch of plywood is really difficult with the tools that I have on hand. So I spent $200 getting a cordless handheld drill and impact driver and some assorted drill bits, so that I can I have screwdrivers and stuff, so I could, where is it here? So I could screw this to the wall. It would take a lot of effort in the wrist, but I could do it. But drilling an actual hole to feed the cable through without just like destroying that side of the pantry, that would be very difficult to do. So I will soon, sometime next week, be the proud owner of some actual handheld power tools, which I am going to have to replace this desk at some point, which is probably going to require some screwing things together, so that'll be helpful, because all of my furniture I have put together by hand with screwdrivers and such. The weight set behind me, that build was really I actually had to buy a tool set, socket wrenches and stuff, to actually get that sucker together, because just a regular screwdriver wasn't going to cut it. So, yeah. So, hooray. The socks are running late, that's right. Chicago says, I've gotten away with using Adobe on my PC to digitally sign forms and email them back. Sometimes the recipient is okay with that. But I've had a lot of forms that I've needed to sign. For example, the one where that canceled my old insurance policies, that I could sign online. I could digitally sign. But I did hit one, and I forget which one it was. It's like, no, you can't sign this one digitally. It has to be hand-signed and scanned. So, but because otherwise... Here's the thing, though. Because I wasn't willing to spend 30 cents, I only printed page 2. Because that's the only page I needed to sign. So I printed specifically page 2 of 2, signed it, and scanned page 2 and sent it back. And they said, where's page 1? I said, page 1 is page 1. It's still just page 1. Just join it to page 1 and you've got the full document. And they're like, no, that's not going to work. I'm like... So I, just used Adobe to join the, to remove the unsigned page 2 and join it to my signed page 2 and send it back. I'm like, there. That took me 30 seconds. You couldn't do that? It's like, okay, whatever. That whoever was managing that, they've never had to do that before. It's fine, but I thought it was kind of funny. Chicago says, I had a laser printer at work, and Stray has finally downloaded and installed. That's nice. That only took let's see. That took 4 hours and 11 minutes. That's a lot. It's not that big of a game. PS4 now. So I polled my audience, what do you want to play on the stream tomorrow? Stray, the kitty cat game, or the story DLC for Lost Judgment. So I put a poll on my Twitter, and everyone voted, and everyone wants the kitty cat game. I am fine with that. So we're playing Stray tomorrow on the Sunday stream. I was getting kind of worried because an hour ago it said 20 hours left. I'm like, are you going to have to go faster than that? To download like 4 or 5 gigs, I'm like, you have to go faster than that because, we stream at noon tomorrow. So anyway, kitty cat game tomorrow. Alright, where were we in the story? Vacuum, pantry, power tools, right. Okay, so I've got power tools coming. Let's see. Anyway, I had a laser printer at work, and it took 10 years for my laser toner to run out. Wow, there you go. That's efficient. Chicago says the expenses are really adding up. I'm pretty sure Home Depot lets you borrow tools. I've never done it, but I remember seeing... I could probably rent a drill, but heck, I could probably just grab our maintenance person here at the apartment complex and say, hey, I just need to do a thing real quick. Can I borrow your drill? But... I had some extra money, so that's a tool set and a cordless drill and an impact driver are handy things to have around. In case you ever want to mount something on your wall, like a television or a picture or a charger for a vacuum or anything really. I mean, it's not something that's going to be used often. But it's definitely a nice thing to have, methinks. So, that's what are we at now? We're at $100 for the printer, $200 for the power tools. We'll say $300 for the vacuum, and then we'll say $100 for the mat and underwear and socks and shampoo. So that's $700 so far. Well, now it's time for the big one, the bed. So, let's see. Chaos. Hey, Chaos says, hope everyone's doing well. Been sick for the last few days, but I'm getting better. Oh, I'm sorry you were sick, but I'm glad you're feeling better. Chicago says, I can also sign a sheet of paper, scan it, crop the signature, and add it to Adobe. I mean, you sign a sheet of paper, scan it, crop the signature. Oh, but not doing that each time, just having an image of your signature on file and then pasting that into an Adobe document. Sure, you could do that. Yeah, alright, so bed. Alright, so what were we working with? Well, you see, once upon a time, in 2005, I moved to California for work. I moved into a small studio apartment, and this apartment had a Murphy bed. Now, the ones on the wall that you could pull down, right? Or had the frame for a Murphy bed. My bed at the time, the mattress and box spring, were full. The Murphy bed was queen. So I went to the mattress stores or whatever and realized that beds are really expensive. So I thought, what if I just got like last year's model that they're unloading? It's a thing you can do. Was cheaper, still hundreds of dollars. So what I ended up doing was buying last year's box spring. So I had a queen-size box spring that fit the Murphy bed, and then I just put my full mattress on top of that. Which looks like that. So there's my bed, and you can see it's a full mattress that's sitting on top of a queen size box spring. So the box spring is 17 years old now. The mattress is older than that. So you can say, golly gosh, Andrew, well past time to get a new bed. You're right. But they're expensive. But, again, I just got an extra couple grand from cashing out all my PTO. So I was in a position, it's like, well, desk or bed? I think we'll do the bed. And I did. So I bought a bed this week. And so I have a mattress. And I have a platform that the mattress sits on. It's not a box spring. It's actually a... well, here, I will show you a picture. So there it is. There's my new bed. That big old mattress, and you can... It's kind of hard to tell, but you can tell by the shadows that it's sitting on a platform that's sitting, I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 inches off the floor. It did actually come with extenders, so I can lift the platform, get even more storage space underneath. As you saw, I had no frame, because I got rid of it to use the Murphy bed frame, so the box spring was just sitting on the floor. Now I can actually put stuff under the bed. Also, monsters that want to eat my toes can now hide under the bed. So, that's a thing. So, there's the mattress. There's the platform it's sitting on. There is a mattress protector, which is kind of like a thin fitted sheet that goes over the mattress to catch spills of juice, or if you're, sweating a lot, to protect the mattress from liquid damage. I don't drink in bed, but it's hot, so yeah. So anyway, platform, mattress protector, 2 pillows, sheet set, and the Platinum service, which is just what they call the delivery service that brings the unit to my place, removes the old bed and box spring, and sets it up for me. So all of that, about $2,500, which altogether we're now looking at $3,200, which was about how much money that my PTO cashed out. So I have maybe $100 and some from that left. So yay. So here's the funny thing, though. The bed and its platform and the mattress protector were delivered on Thursday, but the sheet set was shipped separately from a completely different place, and that arrived later. Actually arrived on Friday. So Thursday night, I slept on the couch because I'm a putz. I just really, I wanted the whole thing. I didn't want to sleep. I didn't want to, throw my old sheets on the new bed and sleep on it. I wanted my new sheets. The pillows did not come with the bed and did not come with the sheets. They were in a different warehouse that I either needed to wait a couple of days and pay a significant amount of money to have them shipped to me, or just go get them. It's a 15-minute drive, so I just went and got them. So Thursday morning I drove up to a warehouse and I got my pillows. Then that afternoon the bed was delivered. Then the next day the sheets were delivered. Oh, kind of the same thing with the vacuum. The vacuum arrived like on Wednesday, but the accessories for the vacuum, these, they didn't show up until Friday. You'd think they'd keep all this stuff together, but no. Nope. No, they don't. So, here is what my new bed looks like. Ain't that lovely? So, yay. And you may be saying, Andrew, gray sheets? I thought you'd get black sheets. Well, number one, I'll have you know, they're ash. And number two, that was as close to black as they had available. So, you know, whatever. Oh, and there is one more thing. The platform that it's sitting on is motorized and lifts up the head and the foot of the bed to so you can incline yourself and you can lift your feet. Neat, huh? That is going to be a godsend for me, especially when I'm super congested because of allergies. What I've done for years is when I can't breathe through my schnoz, I just use a bunch of pillows to move myself into an upright position. Well, now my bed has a remote control and I can just tilt myself into an upright position and sleep that way. So that's pretty darn cool. Now, the mattress itself, there's like multiple different versions of that mattress. I got the cheapest of the three. I could have paid $2,500 on the mattress alone. Laying on them, they all feel exactly the same to me. So what's the difference? Well, for example, the really expensive one, the like $2,000 some odd dollars one, the over 20 something, is like it vibrates. It's got a bunch of motors in it. It's got magic fingers. It'll massage you. I demoed it. I hated it. It's awful. But, you know, some people like hot yoga. Some people are weird. I don't like a vibrating bed. So I was like, yeah, I don't want this at all. This sucks. I hate this. This would keep me awake. This is not relaxing at all. I'm sure some people would love it, but that saved me hundreds of dollars not wanting that feature. Oh, the platform also, some of them had a black light built on the underside of it, so your bed glows in an eerie purple light. I mean, that's cool, but I don't care. I mean, it's really for, you know, you don't stub your toe or something as you come back to bed after getting a drink of water or using the restroom in the middle of the night. So, yeah. Cafe Fox thinks this is funny. Chaos says Homer Simpson, bed go up, bed go down. Yep. Cafe Fox says quality bed though. I may need to upgrade soon as well. Yeah, I slept on it last night and it was very nice. One thing that's really nice about the queen mattress compared to the full is it's like 5 inches longer. The full width, the full mattress, the full-sized mattress, plenty wide for me. I mean, I'm a decent-sized dude, but I'm not that wide. So the full mattress was totally fine, width-wise. Length-wise, I'm 6 foot tall. My toesies hang off the end of the full mattress. But the extra 5 or so inches that a queen gives you in length, now my toes aren't dangling off the edge of the bed, so that's pretty nice. So I now have a bed that has a remote control, which is kind of funny. But there's no vibrating function, there's no heater function. It just, the mattress doesn't do anything itself. It's just a mattress. It's the platform that that moves up and down. So, pretty neat. Jared says, some people like sitting in a hot room just to sweat. Yeah, it's what I'm doing now. Don't need to pay for it. I did hot yoga once. I hated it. I know people who love it. I hated it. I'm like, maybe it's because I grew up in Phoenix, where temperatures over 100 degrees are common. It's like, yeah, I don't like being hot and sweating and uncomfortable. It's not purifying. It's terrible. I hate it. But, you know, to each their own. I'm certainly not advocating for the hot yoga places to be shut down or anything. No, I'm just not going to go. So, Thursday. So now I have, $100 and some left from my PTO. What am I going to do with that? Well, on Thursday I found out that my web camera up and died. You might have noticed that the picture looks a lot different, the coloring is different. That's because this is a different webcam. Mine's dead. Oh, I did my QA thing and I troubleshot it. Tried different USB ports. Tried rebooting. Tried different applications that use the camera. Tried it over on my work equipment. No, the camera just gave up the ghost. It dead. This is my work webcam. And I guess I could just move it back and forth. But so the last $100 or so I have left for my PTO, I think we know where that's going. So, gonna have to buy a new webcam. Oh well. The old one served me well for many a year. So it rests now, sweet camera, in the whatever landfill you end up in. But it's one of those things. That's the weird thing about technology, is a lot of times they don't die as a process. Like, oh no, my webcam is dying. Like it's a process. It's something that happens over time. You can see it coming and prepare for it. No, a lot of times technology just, one day it works and one day it don't. And that was the way it was with my webcam. Just one day it stopped working. Bummer. So that is how I spent my my PTO payout. Got a lot of neat stuff. Got a vacuum, got a bed, got some underwear that's stuck to my rear end because it's really hot. So, fun. I hope you've enjoyed this podcast edition of Show and Tell. Tomorrow, Sunday stream. It's the first Sunday of the month, so we're going to be playing something different. We will return to Trails in the Sky the 3rd next Sunday, but for tomorrow, via unanimous vote, we are going to play Stray, the kitty game. So, look forward to that. Noon Pacific Standard Time tomorrow, we'll play the kitty game, and it will be adorable, and we will all love it, even if the game itself is not very good. I haven't heard that the game isn't good. I have not read any reviews. I know it came... I was a little worried about Stray because, like, a couple months ago it was announced that it's going to be a PS Plus title. I'm like, oh no. Oh, they're dumping it. Does that mean it's bad? Oh, that makes me sad. But no, not necessarily. We'll find out tomorrow. Hopefully it's fun. I mean, do you get to play as a black kitty? Not so far as I know. I don't know if there's like a character customizer. It seemed to be a missed opportunity if there isn't. At least in all the advertising I've seen, it's just the orange cat, which, fine, it's adorable. So we will dedicated meow button. Well, I mean, it's definitely going to be cute, but I'm wondering if is there gameplay to back it up? Because as we all know, there are games that are aesthetically gorgeous, but just don't quite have the gameplay to supplement it. Persona 5! Excuse me, got a little cough. So, look forward to that tomorrow. Sunday stream, Stray, noon Pacific Standard Time. Hopefully it'll be a little bit cooler in the afternoon and my underwear won't stick so hard to my backside. Or at the very least, maybe, hopefully I'll stop talking about how stuck my underwear is to my posterior. I'm sure we'd all appreciate that. So, until then, friends, hope you have an excellent evening. I know I will, because I have a new bed to sleep in. Mwahaha. So, have a good one, everyone, and I hope to see you tomorrow for a Sunday stream. Take care. Bye-bye.